When Mrs. Brown's Boys burst onto screens in 2011, it captivated audiences with its bold humor and unforgettable characters. Yet beyond the laughter lay stories far more complex and emotional. Behind the scenes, several cast members faced serious health battles, family strain, financial pressure, and even untimely loss. While some continued to shine in the public eye, others quietly stepped away. Join us as we explore where the cast is today and how life after fame has truly reshaped their journeys. Agnes Brown, the sharp-tongued mother with a blunt, high-energy sense of humor, was created and portrayed by Dermot O'Carroll as a distinctive icon of contemporary comedy. Born on September 15, 1955, in Dublin, Ireland, he took on this role at the age of 56, while also serving as the author and creative driving force behind the series. O'Carroll's direct, no-holds-barred comedic style brought tremendous success but also sparked considerable artistic controversy. At 69, he remains a divisive, yet impossible to ignore figure in the history of sitcoms. Grandad Brown, the eccentric old man whose humor comes from his absent-mindedness and warm heart, was portrayed by Dermot O'Neill with a deeply familiar and comforting demeanor. Born on January 24, 1952, in Ireland, he took on the role at the age of 59, bringing gentle laughter mixed with a sense of nostalgia from a multi-generational family. The character helped soften the show's lively comedic pace through his closeness and sincere affection. Sadly, Dermot O'Neill passed away on July 30, 2023, at the age of 71, leaving behind a warm and enduring impression in the hearts of audiences. Buster Brady, the naive young man known for his familiar, clumsy reactions, is portrayed by Danny O'Carroll with a natural flair for physical comedy. Born on October 16, 1983, in Dublin, Ireland, he took on the role at the age of 28, stepping into acting under the long shadow of his famous father. The role helped Danny gradually establish his own identity, not relying solely on family fame. At 41, he remains closely associated with the character, building a career that is slow but steady and enduring. Maria Brown, the gentle daughter-in-law, with a calm and intelligent demeanor, is portrayed by Fiona O'Carroll with a soft, emotionally rich performance. Born on September 14, 1980, in Dublin, Ireland, she took on the role at the age of 31, often appearing as a balancing presence amid the family's chaotic situations. Off-screen, Fiona maintains a private lifestyle, focusing on family and behind-the-scenes work rather than the spotlight. At 44, she is regarded as a figure who brings stability and warmth to the cast. Betty Brown, the forthright woman with a strong personality and many everyday concerns, is portrayed by Amanda Woods with a very natural and relatable tone. Born on March 15, 1981, in Dublin, Ireland, she took on the role at the age of 30, presenting the image of a wife and mother constantly balancing family responsibilities with personal emotions. The character offers an authentic reflection of modern married life. At 43, Amanda Woods is remembered for her realistic and deeply empathetic performance. Rory Brown, the charming son with an open-minded lifestyle and sharp, intelligent humor, is portrayed by Rory Cowan with confidence and subtlety. Born on July 15, 1954, in Dublin, Ireland, he took on the role at the age of 57, presenting a gay character depicted in a gentle, relatable, and deeply human way. This approach helped broaden perspectives on gender and sexual diversity in mainstream comedy. At 70, Rory Cowan is still remembered as a representative of refined, warm-hearted humor. Hilary Nicholson, the nun with a stern demeanor tinged with dry humor, is portrayed by Susie Blake with her extensive stage experience. Born on April 19, 1950, in London, England, she took on the role at the age of 61, delivering subtle comedic moments built on precise dialogue timing and restrained expressions. The character showcases the confidence of a seasoned supporting actress, well-versed in both theatre and television. At 74, Susie Blake continues to be respected as a resilient and enduring figure in British performing arts. Detective Mick O'Leary, the stern police officer, who often finds himself in awkwardly comic situations, is portrayed by Mark Diamond as a brief yet colorful highlight. Born on November 28, 1974, in Ireland, he took on the role at the age of 37, creating an interesting contrast between rigid professionalism and moments of clumsiness. Although his appearances are limited, the character still adds richness to the world of the story. At 50, Mark Diamond continues to pursue a steady acting career. Professor Murphy, a character with a distinctly academic demeanor and calm presence, is portrayed by Shobu Kapoor as an intriguing, multicultural accent within the story. Born on May 28, 1961, in London, England, she took on the role at the age of 50, bringing a graceful contrast between scholarly rationality and the family's chaotic atmosphere. The character's presence broadens the cultural tone of the narrative. At 63, Shobu Kapoor continues to make her mark through television and stage roles distinguished by a strong personal identity. Hilary Nicholson, the strict nun who conceals a deep sense of compassion, is portrayed by Sorcha Cusack with mature technique and remarkable depth. Born on April 9, 1949, in Dublin, Ireland, she took on the role at the age of 62, delivering a delicate balance between discipline and humanity. Coming from a renowned artistic family, Cusack demonstrates the stature of a truly seasoned actress. At 75, she is still respected as an icon of British-Irish television acting. The assembly worker character appears only briefly, portrayed by Cowlan Byrne as a purely background role that helps complete the picture of everyday life surrounding the Brown family. The role was not designed for long-term development, but this short appearance still makes the story's world feel more realistic, ordinary, and closer to real-life rhythms. Cowlan Byrne represents the quiet supporting actors whose contributions are modest, yet essential to keeping the narrative complete and natural. Mr. Yoshimoto, a character who appears briefly yet carries strong cultural color, is portrayed by Eiji Mihara as a distinctive accent within the story. Although he has limited dialogue and screen time, the role leaves an impression through its unique demeanor and background, helping to broaden the cultural scope of the narrative. This fleeting appearance illustrates how the series skillfully uses supporting roles to enrich the character world, creating a greater sense of diversity and vitality. The man appearing in a guest role is portrayed by Daniel Lawrence Taylor with a flexible, energetic presence. An actor and writer, Taylor brings a wide range of experience from theater to television, allowing the character to display a clear personality despite the brief screen time. The role highlights his ability to adapt quickly and handle situations with ease and precision. Daniel Lawrence Taylor is regarded as a versatile performer who often leaves a strong impression even in short appearances. The IT worker, characterized by a calm and practical demeanor, is portrayed by Philip Barantini as an everyday slice of life amid the surrounding chaos. Born on July 13, 1980, in Liverpool, England, he took on this role during a period when he was focused primarily on television acting. Barantini later shifted toward directing and quickly gained recognition with critically acclaimed film projects. This transition creates an interesting contrast between his acting phase and his achievements as a director, leading him to be regarded as a multifaceted talent in British cinema. William Hunt, a man with a stern appearance and a formally composed demeanor, is portrayed by Robert Bathurst with deliberate restraint. Born on January 22, 1957, in Sussex, England, he took on this role at a time when he was already a familiar face in television drama. Placing such seriousness within a comedic context creates an engaging contrast. The role highlights Bathurst's versatility in moving between drama and comedy, affirming his status as a television actor of considerable depth. Roger, a character who appears with a calm and practical demeanor, is portrayed by Simon Delaney through the steady, familiar acting style typical of Irish television. Born on September 2, 1965 in Dublin, Ireland, he took on the role after already accumulating substantial experience in supporting roles on the small screen. Delaney's presence brings a sense of reliability, helping the narrative flow smoothly. He is regarded as a representative figure of the durable and dependable supporting actors of Irish television. Kathy Brown, a middle-aged woman burdened with many inner struggles yet always striving for balance, is portrayed by Jennifer Gibney with sincerity and emotional depth. Born in 1965 in Dublin, Ireland, she took on the role at the age of 47, presenting the image of a woman who is both vulnerable and resilient in the face of family upheavals. Gibney's character carries a healing quality, reflecting the very real anxieties of middle age. At 60, she remains beloved for the sense of closeness and empathy that the role brings. As the laughter fades and the spotlight shifts, the stories of the Mrs. Brown's Boys cast remind us that life off-screen can be just as dramatic as the roles they played. Some found renewal and new purpose, others chose quieter paths, but each journey reflects resilience, change, and the passage of time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this look behind the scenes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on which character you remember most.